Well, we've learned so much during the pandemic about how to stay safer when we're in public. Keep your distance, wash your hands, and wear one of these guys, this simple mask. But which mask is best and what's the proper way to wear one? Award-winning broadcast journalist, author, and former chief medical correspondent, Dr. Bob Arnot, is our guest. He's here with some guidance. Good morning.
Good morning, Angie.
So glad to talk to you about mask wearing, but we're all kind of confused out here. There's so many on the market. We see people wearing them below their nose. There's just, we need a tutorial. Can you get us started in the right direction?
Well, listen, Angie, I was just as confused as anybody. I was actually running around with a gaiter for a while until I found out that they were worse than wearing nothing. So everybody is confused. I'm part of a big technology task force. We've looked at ventilators, oxygen delivery systems, drugs. Now we're looking at masks. I looked nationwide for a mask to buy for my 7-year-old and for his classmates. I bought 1,000 of these masks. And here's the best thing. This is next generation technology. It's what they call N95 substantial equivalent. And that's because when they try to shoot particles through it, it stops 97% on average.
Wow.
It's an FDA cleared mask, super comfortable, breathable. Your skin temperature doesn't go up. It doesn't retain CO2. This is the best, 97%, called Air Queen. The worst single layer cotton. As you said, you see a lot of people who wear their nose, it's below their nose, or it's above their chin. They have big gaps here, big gaps along the side. Doesn't give you any confidence at all. It's actually spewing a lot of virus out, may not offer you much protection. And, a lot of people who say they don't want to wear masks, I kind of can't blame them because the mask technology has been awful and there hasn't been clear messaging. But the clear message is that the right N95 substantial equivalent mask is the one to wear. Airqueen.com, that's the one that I've bought from my local school. I've now bought 1,500 of them from the website. And the key thing is availability. The N95, the medical standard, we want to keep it for healthcare professionals. This N95 substantial equivalent, they're making hundreds of millions of these next generation masks. I think it's a big part in terms of stemming the tide of the pandemic, getting us back to work safely, and getting our kids back to school safely.
What came to your mind when you heard Dr. Redfield from the CDC announce just so emphatically that wearing a mask would be better protection than a vaccine? I thought that was pretty stunning.
I said, yes, because look, the vaccine, it only has to be 50% effective. And, here we have the obvious solution, something that gives you 97% protection. It's comfortable. And, look, I'm at high risk. I'm over 25. And so I'm a little worried. I've got, chronic asthma, and I'm very concerned about the virus. And I go out now with a lot more confidence, I go out, I shop, I'll eat at an outdoor restaurant, take my son to school, I go tutoring. I'm still quite careful about where I go, but I feel confident I'm being protected at this point.
Let our viewers know how they can order these masks. They're really interesting the way they're crafted, too. We were commenting about them in the newsroom. Where can we get our hands on these?
So I bought them from airqueen.com. That's the official site. If you put in the code SAFE, S-A-F-E, all in lowercase, you get a 10% discount. I've now bought 1,500 of them from that site. Great customer service. They'll get it out same day, so you get them quickly. And the big thing is these next generation masks, again, hundreds of millions of them, so there will be enough for the general public to truly protect themselves against this terrible, vicious virus.
Dr. Bob Arnot, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you, Angie. Great to see you.
You too. We'll be back with more local lifestyles right after this. Get your mask.